You're living your life and my life when we're sharing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. They don't gotta know what's going on. And that's another turn off.
Boom. Yeah.
That's another turn off. Okay, welcome back to another episode of the EndlessSauce podcast. I'm Reza and this is
Booth Killer.
And today, what are we talking about, Booth?
Today we're going to be talking about our turn offs and turn ons in women.
Right.
All right.
So what turns us off and what turns us on?
Let's start with the turn offs.
You know, we all do a lot of annoying things to each other and we all have our triggers, right? But the main thing that will turn me off from a woman is that if we have an issue, right? That we're having issues talking or something's happening in the relationship, right? But she doesn't discuss it with me, but she goes to other people like our friend and that friend gives her like some dumbass information that can fuck up the whole dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole point of having issues is that you're supposed to talk about it. So let's see where we can come to common ground and settle it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having bad blood. I don't like miscommunication. That shit would just fumble everything, and that just turns me off, bro. You telling me that you're gonna go to your best friend. Bro.
No, I definitely agree with you. I think lack of communication is definitely like a turnoff for me as well too.
Yeah. Like how would you feel if your girl like just stays quiet after like a whole argument, or if she has an issue with you, she doesn't want to say it.
She don't want to say it. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a little annoying because it's like you're gonna pretend everything's all right, but it's really not.
It's not.
You know, and it's just gonna keep lingering on to the
for a long time.
Exactly.
Now
it's gonna have effects even past the time you guys are just arguing.
And no, that's toxic as fuck. Though people that do that's mad toxic. Y'all are different. Like y'all have some toxic timing for doing that.
It just keeps going. It's a cycle for real.
For real. And it's just so childish. Like to me, when I just see somebody do that or like not even try to resolve the issue, just a childish move. You're just still so immature. Like grow up. Like come on, we're all adults here. Like I'm saying, like what's the point of acting like a kid? It's not gonna get anywhere.
Oh God.
What would be your point though?
I think another like turn off for me as well is like not giving me space. Like realizing that even though we're coming together to, you feel me, be one relationship, like you feel me, coming together, but like if you don't give me like some space, like we're our own separate people. You feel me? So if you feel like you have to do everything like essentially for me, and like basically like if everything you do is for like the relationship, it's gonna like that's a turn off.
Yeah, I get personally. You. Like the clingy types, you know what I'm saying?
Or, just giving up what you want just for like me or for the relationship. Like that's nice, but nah, we're all our separate people. We all have our own goals.
I get that too, because I get that girls need a lot of attention to entertain them and just build that relationship, right? But at the same time, for us guys, we also need our space to grow individually and build on our wealth or whatever we're doing on the side. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like having a girlfriend, I feel like people misunderstand. Having a girlfriend isn't your main thing, your number one thing in life. It's like extra, like sprinkle on top. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it, but it's good to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you win a game, you got the championship, yada yada yada, but the girl's like the after party. You know what I'm saying? It's just there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a cool analogy.
Don't pay too much. Don't give it your all, but give it the respectable time that it deserves.
That's fact. 100%.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things. It's just like the internet just romanticizes relatimes.
Bro.
Like, it's like it looks so good, but it's a lot of work.
You know what's another turn off?
That even you're not seeing.
Bro, another turn off is when a girl
gets
finds
all her kind of
answers from the internet, from the internet. Like I get it, we're all on social media, right? We all indulge
be able to
indulge
think
in
for yourself,
right? And like social media is great. It has a lot of tools. It's informative, right? But it can also cloud your judgment. It can make you have misconceptions about like relationships, because relationship is really popular on the internet. Everybody fantasizes about having a relationship. So when you see a random girl saying, "Yo, if your man isn't doing this, if your man isn't doing that, he's not good enough."
Yeah, and a lot of people see that and take that as true.
And just comes to me and tells me, "How come you're not doing this?" Or, "I don't like the way you're doing things." I just look at her like, "What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We never been on this time, and so why are you talking about it like it's like we always been doing this? Like, no, we never been doing this."
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't like someone who kind of gets all the like.
It's like getting a personality
all your ideas from social media.
You know what I'm saying? You're not living the life that other person is living, or you're not going through what the other person is going through. You're living your life and my life, and we're sharing that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. They don't gotta know what's going on. And that's another turn off.
Boom. Yeah.
That's another
trying to be so public. Like I understand, like definitely posting, like me posting you is calm. Like I can post you here and there, but if you need to be constantly posting, I'm saying like here and there, I don't mind. It's like it's whatever. If it like sometimes for some people it makes them feel nice that their significant other can post them on social media. Okay. If it's here and there, of course. But if it's like, okay, you constantly need that validation, like you constantly need me to post it, it's like, nah, that's a turn off for me. Needing that to constantly be public with it, I think is
it's like you're trying to get that public validation that you're in a relationship and you're happy in a relationship. Like I don't,
I'm that type of dude.
For me, I don't care about posting. I don't post anyway. I'm not crazy about it, so it's like whatever, you feel me. But when you try to state something or try to like show off, like every moment that we do, it's like it's like you're showing off to the internet. No, something's gotta be like kept between us, you feel me? Like I don't like that shit. I'm not an internet person, and even if you do that more, it's just like get away. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be involved with that shit. So it just makes me feel uncomfortable type shit. And I feel like you guys can have similar opinions like that. So let me know in the comments below. Like have you ever been like what's the most uncomfortable situation, or what's a big turn off when a girl does these type of things? You gotta let us know. But yeah, what about you, Hatcha? Like what else? What else turns you off?
What else turns me off? Let me think. Maybe like not making a commitment to like link when you have time. Like if you definitely 100%. So like if like let's say you got free time and basically like we talking, we kicking it, and I'm asking you to link and you kind of dubbing it, like
flaking is definitely a big turn off. It goes for everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not even a girl thing. It goes for everybody. Like if you're not being transparent to you us setting up a date that we're supposed to hang out, and you don't magically come, or you just make up a dumb excuse that we can clearly see that's a lie. It's just like, why do you have to like go to the lengths of saying that or doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like just say beforehand, or just make it reasonable. If you're not doing that, you know what I'm saying? You're showing the signs if you're not interested and you don't want nothing to happen. So I'm like, okay, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I do. You feel me? And it's just a big ass turn off, and you're definitely right on that one.
Lack of honesty is another turn off. You gotta just be able to like say how you feel in the best way possible. Sometimes it might not be like I can just say everything that I feel, but you should at least be able to say the truth about how you feel.
And also like, more of a transparency in a sense of like, depending on the relationship, like friends with benefits, right? We already told the other person like, yo, I'm just trying to keep it like that level. I'm not trying to go any further.
If you catch feelings,
right? And then the moment you catch feelings and just randomly say, what are we? I'm like, what? What are we? What is us? I thought we already talked about this. What are you talking about?
I mean, sometimes it's not so clear. It's not so clear cut, I mean, that's a whole complicated situation.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like the lack of transparency sucks, because that just turns me off. Is like for me, right? I already said what needs to be said in the beginning. What we are doing, you know what I'm saying? The moment I said that and you understand, nothing more needs to be said after that. We just vibe out and just do what we gotta do. But when you just start asking unnecessary questions and bringing shit up, it doesn't make sense.
That's true.
And it's like, okay, that's true. I guess we're done then. That's what you're practically saying. What are we is like saying, oh, I should leave, go get out the door. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
I'm dead.
So that's just that.
Yeah. Now turn-ons.
Turn-ons? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of things.
Yeah. Give me one. Let's start with one for me.
Bro, honestly, a turn on is somebody just respects my space. Like going back to what you were saying, bro. Like, how like they gotta give you your space. If somebody respects my space and like when we just come together the time when it's just like mutual, that's such a blessing. It's like all the stress, I can just be myself with you, give you my time, my effort, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, that shit is just magnificent, bro.
But I definitely agree with you on that with respecting the space. Right. Honestly, like, we both have our own lives, Right. It's like we gotta be able to, be separate. Right. And then when we come together, it's like, all right, we together.
Right. It's definitely a vibe, you know what I'm saying? That it can never be taken away when you just get that timing together with that person. So I feel like people should, I value it more. Like, I don't gotta do what I don't want to do, but I fuck with that. I fuck with that. And another thing that turns me on is that when it comes back to personal space, when the person has something going on for themselves, you know what I'm saying? They're not so self-reliant on me. You know what I'm saying? Like they can buy their own shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta buy it for them. They can do their own shit by themselves, or like even better when we're on a date. Yeah, first of all, this is a double standard. I understand the double standard. I understand that guys are supposed to pay most of the time, but like if she pays, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's a W.
I hear that.
That's a right there, bro. Like you practically say, yo, you want to do more than just fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go beyond that. Shit, it can go beyond that. I definitely that's a big turn on, bro. It's a big turn on.
If they pay for you. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like anybody paying for somebody just makes them feel special.
No, for sure, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Food tastes better when it's free.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. And it's even and it's so much better when you know like the norm is for a guy to pay. But when you see a girl paying for you, it's just like, wait, slow down. You feel me?
No, I definitely feel that.
I did not expect that. I came out of left field. So yeah, that's a time for me. What about you?
I had one in my head, but I kind of forgot it. Another turn on would probably be like, I remember now. So like if we're like in an argument, like a turn on would be like if you try to essentially like, let's try to work towards like a solution. Right. Instead of like, you feel me, just yelling at each other and stuff like that. I want someone who like kind of wants to work things out and like whatever it takes to work things out. We do whatever.
So time doesn't matter.
You doing it, whatever it takes to make it work. So that's a turn off.
So not even like whatever it takes time to make it work. You down for that? You down to wait?
But like, yeah, I mean, if we can both explain that on that terms, because sometimes it's like one person is the one waiting and the other person is the one just kind of doing whatever they want, and they're not aware that the person is kind of waiting on you to kind of say something. So if it's kind of understood on that level, like, okay, yo, like we need to take time from each other to kind of figure this out, then we should make that clear. Okay. I think if you say that, like, that's amazing.
Everybody loves
that's a turn on. Yeah, because that's like, yo, like, bro, you're being like honest about what you're trying to do, and like, you feel me? Like, it's gonna make the relationship stronger. You know, because like you're just being honest and you committed to making it work.
And you know what's even better?
That's what makes it work.
Better with honesty, which is a big turn on too. Knowing what to say in the moment. And knowing how to say it in the moment.
For sure.
If you just structure it right, if you structure it in the right way, if you structure it in the right way and tell it to the person the right way, depending on the setting, the mood. Because you know, some people don't like let's say for example, we're in like a friend group, right? Like I bring my girl and we're my group of friends, right? And she just has a situation with something, right? But she decides to have that she decides to take that anger or situation out on me in front of y'all, right? That's such a weird turn of events. You know, it looks bad. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not a very what's it called? I'm not a very confrontational person. You might think I am, but I'm not. I really not. But I'm not. So if you just choose the right place and time and setting and say the things the right way, depending on where we are, that's a big turn off. You feel me? That's 100%. It's such a mature move.
Yeah, no, it's like for guys and girls alike, because sometimes the guy needs to hear something. Yeah, you know, and it's not just kind of saying what they want to hear. It's just kind of speaking from an honest place. That's what at least turns me on personally. Like, if you can speak from an honest place about how you feel and stuff, then like that's kind of like I like kind of being able to be vulnerable with somebody in that same sense of like I'm vulnerable and you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Okay. In that moment, if we're really being honest.
Bro, that's fine.
We're both being honest. I kind of like that.
Bro, that's fine.
Because like it's not like, okay, I'm just kind of saying these things and it's not gonna affect you. Like you're saying things to me and it's gonna affect me. I think if we both can be vulnerable at the right moments and where we really need to be vulnerable, and not try to, you know, in moments where we might normally like turn our backs to each other and not really confront the situation. I really like that. I appreciate that personally.
And you know what's even more fun? When you guys share a level of like insecurity or like like you guys have some internal issues, but it's like relate to each other, so you guys kind of vibe on that level. Like vibing period is eternal, but vibing on like a higher plane of like you understand their pain, understand where they come from.
No, for sure. Or even when they can empathize with you for certain things, of course that's a turn on,
bro.
Because like you know how I feel, you understand me. You know, everyone kind of wants that feeling of someone that understands them,
bro.
For sure.
I'm not trying to get married anytime soon, but sometimes some people might be making me feel like there's an exception in the loophole. You feel me? I don't know what it is, but
that's a whole commitment.
When you're in like in the mindset, or like when they get you into the mindset, and when you feel like there's something there, you just like you start thinking. I'm just saying.
No, that's facts.
It's a real thing. Of course, I'm gonna be logical and you know what I'm saying. Keep my friend, but sometimes I do be thinking I'm not gonna act upon it, but I'm just saying, damn, she looks kind of wifey, but very low key. But it is what it is. You feel me?
I feel that.
Yeah, we all have standards.
No, 100%.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah. Is this a turn on?
What?
I feel like girls having standards can be a turn on too. Well, not high standards. Just good standards, like things that you wouldn't settle for. Not in a dating world, but in terms of like the things that you deserve. Well,
having values.
Yeah, like
I think that's a turn on as well too. Yeah, for me at least. Like if you have these ideas about certain things that you know that like.
Right.
You have to keep with you in any relationship.
Right.
That's really I think that's a turn on for sure. Because it's like you have these boundaries that if someone kind of crosses it, then it's like it's your cut. Like it's like me personally, like I'm like right now I'm in this period where I'm kind of like on my single vibe. So I'm just really trying to think about like if I ever get into it with somebody again, like what are some things that if they do this, like it's kind of cut. Like setting those boundaries, just having those values for myself. Because I can tell in like prior relationships that like I didn't set those boundaries and like if they did do something, I would just let it slide. You know what I'm saying?
Now so
now it's like, it's like, if I have these values and all these boundaries that, if you kind of do this, I'm not rocking with it, it's going to be better in the long term. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, you choose what you accept.
Right.
And you choose what you kind of give your energy to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some real shit.
Okay.
Real shit. That's some sauce. That's some sauce.
Yeah, that's true sauce right there, man.
Some real shit.
You guys gotta keep that in your head, because sometimes you might be talking to somebody and it's like you can't expect anybody to be perfect. It's not about having like making people like conform to what you think they should be. It's more so just kind of choosing what energy you want to give out and choosing what to accept. Because sometimes you might like accept some bullshit, and you in your heart like I shouldn't be really accepting this, but you still accept it anyways.
Yeah, I had an experience one time of this girl I was talking to, and you can name all the red flags, but she got it. She got it. But the reason why I was still fucking with her and talking to her was because like she was just pretty. You know what I'm saying? That prettiness alone.
I've been through that as well too. Yeah,
that prettiness alone made me sit there and be like, okay, I'll just deal with it. I'll put up with it. I'll just go along everything that she said. But no, that wasn't the move.
100%.
That was not the move, because I'm not dealing with that. Gotta know what you want and what you're gonna deal with. And what makes you feel comfortable.
That's true. And you got to know why you like the person too, because it can't just be because they're pretty or because they're nice or
that was stupid.
Yeah, we all been through it though. It's like sometimes like it's just how you kind of grow up.
It's just when you see a back, bro.
But you can't it's not only your eyes. It's not only about your eyes and like. You feel me? Like
for sure.
You gotta go off what you really feel.
You know what I do nowadays, bro? I see the body. I respect it. But like, you still gotta go through trials. You feel me? Just because you're bad doesn't mean that you're gonna have a short.
No cap.
We're gonna
you gotta connect. That's the main thing.
Depending on the scenario, we don't gotta connect. We can just fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's all what you want, depending on what you want at the moment. Because it's not always you gotta. Yeah, you're right. You don't always want to connect with somebody, but it all depends on the individual itself.
Depends on what time.
And it's all moment to moment.
As long as you keep it respectable, cordial, and transparent.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want.
You don't gotta like lie just to get in somebody's pants and stuff like that, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's actually another turn off.
Huh?
That's a turn off.
Lying to
why you lied? No, you're just no.
Another turn off
Talk about
that I'm thinking about too, manipulation. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But kind of just in the sense of like, kind of in the same, but not necessarily getting your pants, more so kind of changing yourself to kind of match what I like.
Look, when you lie about something, especially when it comes to a relationship, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out sooner or later. You're making yourself look goofy and stupid. Seriously,
like they gonna find out.
Literally, right?
Because we all just like, once we get that thing in our head where it's like, yo, something's kind of up, like you're gonna follow that intuition. People follow that intuition. And then, it's going to just lead them to be sad.
Right, like when you talk a lot of game in the moment, and then when you get down and dirty to it, you just look, you know what I'm saying?
That's
you look funny. You look funny.
Oh, God.
Hey, just tell them the truth. Tell them what's going on, what you're doing, how you feel, yada, yada, yada.
For real.
And it will get through.
Facts.
We're all human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If they choose not to fuck with you, hey, there's another person there.
Oh, God.
If they do accept you, look at that. You're getting closer to that person. You didn't even realize it.
You save more time being honest.
Definitely that. You save a lot of time.
If you just kind of lie, it's going to... And if you lie to yourself, it's just going to... You know, that's the worst one. Because it's going to just keep you in that same cycle forever. You're just going to constantly be in that cycle of thinking that things are cool.
That's depressing.
And,
lying to yourself.
You're speaking from a real place right now, man.
There's a difference between bringing yourself up and lying to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't do that.
You gotta be honest. Gotta be true.
You know what I'm saying? That's
the only way.
Yeah. Like you get confidence by being honest with yourself and knowing when you need to improve or do better.
Or even
That's when the confidence come in
about yourself.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's like a different conversation. I was gonna talk about where does confidence come from, but that's a different conversation.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Right.
But definitely that's definitely gonna be on next week's, right? For sure. Right. We're gonna write that down after this.
Right.
But yeah, like that's all I kind of gotta say.
I mean, last but not least, the biggest turn on is if you just have a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Ass, titties, body. It all comes in different shapes and sizes. And I'm not gonna lie.
We're just talking about how you shouldn't only like them because of their prettiness, and now you're saying I'm saying you said the biggest turn on is their body.
I'm saying that one of the biggest turns on that turns me on is how they look. If you look good, if you know what you have and how you're working with it, I'm a connoisseur, baby. Like I'm down for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. Fuck, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it all. You're a pop song. I'm with it all.
I hear that.
Fuck it.
Gonna insert that meme in there. But yeah, I mean, I hear that for sure. Obviously, attractiveness is, of course, number one.
You see, I'm also trying to say, if you just take care of yourself, present yourself well, that's another big turn off. Turn as a hygiene, what I'm saying. Yeah, that literally correlates to what I said earlier. Like looking good. Like nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's like dirty or no style or smells or like don't take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. Hygiene goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And if you know how you look and work with that shit, bruh, that's a different territory right there, bro. That's uncharted territories.
Facts. I think we're speaking of turn-ons right before we end too, like having a drive for something. It doesn't need to be necessarily career-wise. Like for me, you don't need to necessarily want to be this, that. No, I think it's more so just kind of having a like direction for your life. Kind of you want to explore something new, or you want to tap into this thing, or you want like that's what kind of interests me. It's like having something you're passionate about and kind of talking about what you're passionate about too. Is
like that goal driven oriented type of energy. Like who doesn't like that? I feel like I love that a lot too. You know, you talk like you have direction, because I don't like, even though I get it, people do have times when they're low, and it's normal. You know what I'm saying? But if you always talk about, I don't know what to do with my life, I'm sad, I'm depressed, or like, you know, it gets hard to communicate and talk about the timing I'm on when you're also on that negative timing. So it's kind of like, can't vibe with that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty well said. Everyone's not gonna have their perfect days, but I think more so if you kind of have some things that you need to work out, it's gonna affect the quality of the relationship.
Especially when you do it a lot. You know, it's just
so maybe you should take time to focus on yourself instead of trying to maybe thinking the relationship will help it, you know?
For real, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
We always advocate for if you are going through it, then you need to seek some help.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
That's what we do.
I'm sorry. Booth killer. Booth killer.
Man's almost put my whole government. Man's almost put my whole government out there. Chill.
Booth killer. I have a final question. Are you an ass or titty man? That's what we all like to know. Are you an ass or titty man?
I plead the fifth.
No, be honest. We don't care.
I like all curves.
Yeah. If you had to choose one,
I like all curves. I'm not changing my answer.
Okay. Well, he said
send everything my way. That's all.
But your name is Booth Killer, though.
I know it is.
And you explained to them what the booth is, didn't you?
I did.
So if your name is Booth Killer, wouldn't that also mean that you like ass? Since that's your name, you're killer of the booths.
Take it how you know.
But that's okay.
Perceive it how you want it.
All right, bro. Okay, I shall do that. And that's how I perceived it, and I'll let you know.
And that's for you, since you asked the question.
Oh, I like them both. Okay. Well, if I
and you're grilling me. You're grilling me for saying I like both.
Okay, I like both. But if I had to choose one, I am an ass man too.
It's in my name, man. It's in my name.
I'm saying, but like with ass, you can just do a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can do a lot more with ass. Possibilities are endless. But I'm gonna leave it like that because YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not
going crazy.
Yeah,
Karen, she don't like my tone. So I'm gonna keep it like that.
Okay.
Keep it like that. But yeah, that's your sauce for the day.
For the day.
If you guys want to see more, of course, like, comment, subscribe. That's the most important thing. And then that is all. We're done. Yes. Facts. Yes, we're done. Thank you.
This has been Endless Sauce.
Signing out.